Hey guys, hello. I hope everybody's having a good day. I have a oil sending unit or pressure switch. This is what delivers your pressure to your gauges and your computer and all that. Make sure you have oil pressure and all that. And I've been tripping out codes and all that. And I think this is the issue. Have a little screen where oil flows through there. These can get clogged up. There's my oil pressure right here. See, it's kind of low. And I'm getting check engine lights on there. 130,000 miles, but I see a lot of people having problems with this. So let's replace it, see what happens. Fixes the problem. All right, guys, I finished up doing it. Um, this particular truck was a 2011 GMC 5.3 V8. This is basic function for everybody. Um, Hit that like and subscribe if you wouldn't mind, and follow if you want. There's about tips and learning and saving money, and I learn as I go along, and I also repost and stuff like that. Things are working on your cars and this and that, your truck, and this and that. So anyway, but this is an oil pressure sending unit. It's on every car, just about probably. You gotta have a way to see oil pressure and see how things are doing. So what you see on your gauges and all that in your truck, this thing, if it starts reading low, check your oil and all that. Make sure you got plenty of oil in there first. It's topped off, and if it is topped off, then probably most likely it's going to be this oil sending unit. It has this one in particular on this GMC has um, 3 pins brown. They make different versions of them. It'll come with a filter. Mine didn't, as far as I could see, mine didn't have one in there, but this one came with one. So it'll set in there like this, and it'll filter that oil, and then the oil will send up. This sits in the block like that, screws down in the block. There's a port inside your engine block, and then the oil goes up in there, and then hear that? There's a pressure switch in there, and then that sends the signal back to the brain and tells us what type of pressure we have and other types of things. But we can't have weak sensors because it tells the computer that if this is off a couple psi pressures on our pressure gauge, oil gauges, and if we're off 5 or 6 pounds or whatever, then it's going to tell the computer, it's going to give it a false reading, and it's going to say we're low on oil or low on oil pressure, and there's a oil pump problem. That's a possibility of oil pressure problem. But it's easier to check this and change this than it would to see if that's the problem, then get into dropping your oil pan and all that. This is about $50 oil sending unit, and that's going to read all your pressures and gauges. And my particular one I wanted to show y'all. If you can see it, try to line it up. It's right there where the center of that light is. Well, I see that. Try to zoom in. See that big black tube? It's right up underneath there, and you have to go behind here to get to it, and it's down at the bottom down there. I'm sorry I don't have there. It's right there, that bottom connector right there, and pull it out, unscrew it. You have to have a long deep dish socket, and then unscrew it. The new one will have locking thread on there and everything, and just screw it right down and plug your connector in, and boom, I was fixed. My codes went away. From low oil pressure and all that. So far, I'm still monitoring it, but I did see it verify on my gauge. My oil pressure went up, so I was idling around probably 23 or something, 25 psi. I've got an analog gauge, so I can't tell. It's not digital, but it was below the 30 quite a bit. Once I put it in, now I'm over 30, 31 psi at idle, or just barely cruising. So when I was going up these hills, living where I am now, since I'm a different territory, the engine's under a load and all that, and so I was losing 4 or 5 psi, and so it was just dipping way down too low once I started climbing them hills. But anyway, guys, it was $50. I did have to go buy another socket set, which I ended up getting that at Harbor Freight, and I got a whole deep dish. It was like $29. I might advertise it or something, but I had a socket deep dish that I didn't have, and so I just went ahead and bought the kit. And so this little project cost me around $80, I think, to buy the sensor and to buy the deep dish socket. And now it's $70. It's still cheaper than a service call. And now I've got an extra set of sockets that I didn't have before and stuff. So, but you go to the dealer, it's $175 just to diagnose it, and then it's not even including fixing the problem. So, while they're on a budget, do it yourself. But anyway, if you hit that like and subscribe, it helps the channel out. And you know, I don't mind. I'll keep doing these if y'all like them or not. But y'all have a good day. We'll talk to y'all later.